April 30th, 2002. I will be recognized for who I am. I dreamt that I was on a long winding road and did not know where I was or where I was going. Some would call this lost, but I never feel lost, only like I don't know where I am, but certain that I will find my way. Sometimes I was traveling on foot, sometimes faster, as though by rail or car. The road was rocky, and that describes my life pretty well. I had binoculars and looked into the crowds in bleachers, people at a distance, and then in a remote area where there seemed to be few others around me, I watched a horrifying scene unfold. There was a narrator, such as you would expect on a tour, describing the scene in front of me with total detachment. I do not remember his words, but I was aware of his monotone monologue. There was a white sandy beach, pristine in its beauty, before me. There were two small boys, maybe 3 years old, with dark Indian features. They were playing in the sand, and a man was approaching them. He too was Indian and handsome in a fierce and rugged way. He was dressed in animal skins and was carrying a club. Hovering over the children, he bashed them senseless with the club. Before the first one died, he cradled the boy in his arms in what looked to be a loving gesture at first. He then ripped the child's throat open with his beautiful straight white teeth and began lapping the child's blood up with eerie delight. The child's body was convulsing as his life's blood was being sucked out of him. I could not continue to watch. The tour continued to a large building, such as an airport or an extremely large gymnasium. There were lots of people there, including Robert Mitchum. Didn't he play in The Fugitive? Maybe that's why it was him. I had to be about 4 when that show was popular, and I couldn't tell you anything about it. A lot of women were vying for his attention, but I knew that I would stand out above the rest and approached him. We seemed to get along very well, and I thought I was reading all of his sexual cues, but when the time came to make a commitment, he said that I was not his type. What surprised me was my reaction. I did not feel rejected. I felt such love and compassion for him that I was able to let him go and wish him well. There was no emptiness in my heart, no feeling of inadequacy. It felt fine. He seemed so shocked that I reacted that way. He seemed so shocked that I reacted the way that I did. He began to retract and say that perhaps he would like to continue this relationship because there was something undeniably special about me. I woke up. The moral of this dream? I will be recognized for who I am and the love I am capable of by the right person. I don't have to take the emotional clubbing and bloodletting that I subject myself to in order to feel loved. And then in parentheses it says cradled. It is when I love, with no need to control the situation, that I will be the happiest.